Hi, so there's a common thing that we see around the globe, on internet, everywhere, that artists are too egoistic and they just start feeling like God. If their music is based on these things, they are going to say it in their music, and if it's not, they are going to act like it in their real lives as well. For example, hip hop is a culture that doesn't suppress the ego, that doesn't talk about a lot of morals. You can have infinite freedom of speech here. So you will see a lot of rappers, like literally every other rapper is going to compare himself with the God, the creator of the universe. And for other artists, they are going to act like they are the God. And it's about all the artists. I'm not just talking about music artists, like directors, movie producers, everyone, whoever is putting out something. Why is that happening and everything? Because creation is a godly thing. You are standing beside God when you are creating something. Alright? Creator of this universe is God. God is the creator. So you are a creator as well. And you see, we all are creator in some ways. If there is a doctor, engineer, architect, everyone. But there's a difference. An artist impacts a mind, and not just one mind. In today's society, in today's world, one artist has control over the whole globe. You might think this is too unrealistic to say, but if you're releasing a song, if you're releasing a movie, everybody on this earth can watch it. Like through internet. Like not everybody, I will say everybody is too unrealistic because not everybody has internet. But still, the people who are choosing the government, that's the thing that you need to remember. The people who are choosing the government mostly have internet, especially in our country. If you don't know, in India, yes, a lot of people has internet. Even if they don't have the education, they still have internet and they can listen to the songs. It's not happening around, but it's possible. So creators, artists, they have most impact on people. You can change the way they used to think before they listen to your song, before they watched your movie. You can change it. So that's the impact that we are ignoring. And when you realize it, because at some point you will realize it. Being an artist myself, I've seen it, and it is what it is. You are standing beside God when you're creating something, because you are creating another mind, you are creating another consciousness. People might not be aware about some things before listening to your songs, before watching your movie, before anything, but they might get aware of it. So they are getting conscious about things that they were not. It can be anything. It can be social, it can be political, it can be economical, it can be artistic, and anything. If you think this is way too serious to think about, that you are taking it too far. Not a lot of artists are working for some socio-political propagandas. Let me describe it in a easier way. You will definitely rethink about your lifestyle if you will see a groovy artist with a catchy song with a lot of punchlines who will say that, hey, you're a dumbass, I'm the cooler guy, I'm better than you because I'm living a way cooler lifestyle. You will rethink about your dad. You will rethink about things you have learned from your childhood. You will think that that guy is sounding more cooler, looking more cooler in his music videos, or for example a movie If a movie represents another lifestyle, another, you know, mindset, another perspective towards goals, and they portray themselves as the happier people or the more intellectual people. So, whatever your concern is for yourself, that if you wanna claim that you are the more uh, intellectual guy, you will try to rethink about your views, political, social, economical, philosophical, psychological, it can be anything. And it has happened with you at least 100 times. Rethink about it, write on a paper, and then you will realize the control artists hold on us is way more than you think. And the question now is, are we the first generation to observe this? Are we the first generation to observe this control or this perspective or this thing that artists have or they can do to us? And the answer is no. I've heard a story. I've heard a story of Mudrakshasa. Mudrakshas was a play, a natya. It was based on Chanakya. Chanakya was a minister in Mauryan Empire. But the story is, in that play, Chanakya or the Kautilya is described as something evil, something, an evil diplomat controlling the society, trying to control everything. So now you think, how is this connected? It's connected because Chanakya in real life, he actually existed, of course. So in real life, Chanakya didn't consider artists as some intellectual beings. He called them the lowest people. And that concern was justified because artists back then used to be uneducated and it was really easy to manipulate people. So he, when in a way of categorization, he categorized artists as the lowest of lowest people in society. And it can be a thing that he might have been afraid of. People following artists too much and then, going against the government. And it's true, you can see it. If you'll make them your role models, you are making irresponsible people your role models because that's not their thing. They were never trained to be role models. Even today, even if they're educated, they are not thinking about, guiding you. They are just being themselves. But above these things, we have seen way before that this clash between the government and artists over controlling or letting someone control is, has been here for a long time. Now, if your idea of understanding these things is getting more clear and less blur, then let me introduce you to current society, the current world, that artists are not independent anymore. They are basically holded by labels. And as soon as you think about labels being included, artists being backed up, artists being produced by someone, you will see, no, I see, you will say, I can easily find who is an industry plant and who is not. Okay, but there is one thing. Try to go back to the first point. What is control? We talked about control, but what is control? And how do you think you can be controlled by your emotions? And how do you take in emotions, or how do you feel that your emotions are uh, changed through visuals, through what you hear, through sensations and everything? And the art can manipulate you through two main things: what you hear and what you see. More visuals, more, like, basically better visuals, more impactful visuals require more budget, big money, big bags. All right, you can talk about art. Okay, even a person from the street can say anything about uh, being anti-government, and government being corrupt or anything. But if you need to tackle people, if you need to penetrate people's skull and put a straw there, suck out all the other opinions and put your opinion, put inject your opinion, inject your perspective in them, even if you don't believe that they will believe your opinion just as theirs, but still the whole process is about impacting the mind, penetrating the fucking skull. And you cannot do it without more impactful visuals and everything that you can provide in one art form. If it's a music video, it can be visuals including music. All right. The people who have been in these things, making music, making movies, will understand that more budget is equal to more impact on human mind. And the people who haven't been in this, basically the majority of this audience that are going to watch this video, they will feel something off about it. Like, if you want to say something, you will say something, and if I want to gain that, I will gain that. That's what you will think, but that's not true. If same thing is said to you with high visuals, high quality visuals, high quality, emotional things basically are tapped in. You catch emotions through various things, and one of them, the biggest, is visual. And you need budget to create those things, even if it's fucking animation or if they're actors acting on that. ठीक है. If you want to narrate a story, even if it's true or false, that's the thing. Even if you want to narrate a story, if that's true or false, that doesn't matter. If you are putting a lot of efforts in that, it will impact you. Even if it's false, it will impact you. It will impact you rationally. You will rethink your rational opinion because of those efforts, because of those things. Now we have come to a word that is efforts. Remember? Efforts. First statement of this video was artist feeling like God. This was the first statement. Artist feeling like God, acting like God. And you can see it all around. I don't have to give examples, come on. Now we have reached a word, and the word is efforts. That's the whole difference. This one word makes the whole difference. Artists put efforts to create, and God doesn't. And that's why he's the God. That's why it's the God. That's why she's the God. God creates effortlessly. Artists put efforts. Rationally, intelligently, putting emotions, trying to express whatever it is, but artists put efforts. God creates effortlessly. Thank you.